Welcome. This is your host, Roik the Clown. This is the Grapple Gurus. Thank you if you're listening. Thank you if you are watching. Now, if you had the opportunity to listen to the episode last week, you had the Dazzler and Double A in what was a Disney fanatic episode about NXT and God knows what else.
And AEW.
Don't worry.
Clearly you didn't listen. What a hater.
Well, good effort. However, we're back to restore the balance, and it makes sense to introduce the Obafemi scout, the Ricky Saints fan, the Blake Monroe #1 official club member. That is Double A, none other.
All ego, man. Don't forget all ego as well.
And of course, all ego, yeah, of course.
Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. And you damn right.
Good to have you. Good to have you. We've got a lot to delve into in what is a week before Mania.
Done it.
Let's move on to the wrestling historian himself, the connoisseur.
Done it again.
The one that will talk about Bret the Hitman Hart and Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennings and Lar Parker from WCW. It's none other than the Dazzler.
What's going on? You were missed last week, sir. More about sparkling wit, please, going forward. Thank you.
Love it. And last but not least, he promises us so much, he delivers so little. He is none other than Dwayne. Hang on, sorry, let me check my lines. Not Dwayne, sorry, ain't got him either. We've got First Boss.
Thank you very much. And listen, Dwayne could be back for WrestleMania. We never know. We always hold out that
Please drop this.
Well.
I've got a text.
Please drop this.
Bang.
It's not happening.
Well, that's actually quite a good little intro you've got there, actually, First Boss. And let's talk about it. So we are a week before Disney Mania. And night one, because there are 2 nights. If you're new to professional wrestling, there's 2 nights of Disney Mania. It's been going on for quite some time now. And night one, we've got the main event. We've got Cody Rhodes and we've got Randy Orton. So Cody Rhodes, if you're new to this Disney fandom, been in the business 4 years now. Previously was in the business, was in a company known as AEW, one of the best companies in the world for professional wrestling, #1. But that's a conversation for the latter part of this episode. Anyway, when he was previously in the company, he was in this formation, this stable known as the Legacy. That included Randy Orton, his opponent. Now, there's a natural history there. Randy Orton is part of a family of wrestlers, Bob Orton, of course, and so is Cody Rhodes as well. Dustin Rhodes' brother.
There's more than one wrestling or family.
Thank you. Exactly. So there's a lot there. There's a lot in that story that to be told. You could talk about the legacy, and since Cody's been back in the company and he won the world title for the first time at WrestleMania 41, there's been teases, there's been lots of little nuances. Randy Orton saying, you know what, I fancy that belt, and all of a sudden we got the turn. And he's hearing his voices. Now, Randy Orton has been part of the Ruthless Aggression era. This is the Ruthless Depression era, but he's part of the Ruthless Aggression era.
Chase, bruv.
And these voices that he's been listening to.
If you're watching this podcast, you know what's happening, bruv. We're not, this is why you're very
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Voices he's been listening to are none other than the one and only Pat McAfee.
Let's go.
So what I want to talk about, which I find insane, we had a pay-per-view nearly 6 weeks ago, Elimination Chamber. There's been a lot to build on. And even before that, we had Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, which is mentioned, actually, during a SmackDown episode, but we'll talk about it, I'm sure, back in January. So there's been a long time to build. We'll talk about 4 months, and it's the best Disney can come up with. Pat McAfee.
Well, you got swerved, bro. You got swerved.
Just to enlighten you, Mr. Rank, since you didn't listen to the fantastic Grapple Gurus Gold episode last week, we already spoke about this and covered this, but it's apparently the higher-ups, this Ari guy, the owner of TKO, he seems to think that, to help fledgling ticket sales and low numbers and whatever, to get the people excited.
We can't talk about this again.
I know, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to mix it.
But what we need to talk about this week, so we've gone through that bit. Pat McAfee, what the hell? But this week, when he comes in, so we should start off from the beginning of the week when Punk throws shots at McAfee, which I thought quite funny. What did you think of the pipe bomb, first and foremost? I bet you hated it, right?
Well, yeah, of course I hated it, because he's another buffoon. He's another buffoon. The thing about it, right, is what was the whole point of that promo? What they're selling? CM Punk, PG Punk, the traitor Punk.
He wasn't
He is
PG,
the
bro.
main event of night 2 of Disney Mania with Roman Reigns. So why on earth is he going off talking about ticket prices and Pat McAfee? What are we selling? Are we selling PG Punk versus Pat McAfee, or
Well,
like what was
maybe
the point
that
of
could
that
be a thing in
promo?
the
What was
future.
the point? Voice of the voiceless. Get out of here, man.
So anyway, to stay on the McAfee train, so he cusses McAfee, calling him like Pat McAfee, which I find that quite funny. So when McAfee comes in the next week on SmackDown, throws a few jabs, calls CM Punk fat. I don't get that. That's Triple H's line from back in the day. I'm gonna kick your skinny fat ass. Is that wait what? But what did you think of McAfee? I quite liked his little hill. Yeah, when he's coming in, it was a bit over the top. Comes out, ram chuck, got it, and he's got sunglasses on, so that's how you know he's a heel. And he comes again, yeah, him and Billy Roll.
Dead.
Again, it was
Trying
dead.
to, like,
I found it too funny.
He's
It was
trying
like
to emulate.
it was like emulating
The
the
Rock.
Dwayne Golden Globes
He's
Johnson.
trying to emulate him, and he doesn't have any. He doesn't
Oh,
have
he was
anything about him
hilarious.
to be able to emulate that. He's whack, and then he's trying
What,
to.
you didn't
he's
find it
cussing
funny at
CM
all?
Punk. Where's the money going from people that are buying your merch? Why would it go anywhere else? What's he talking about? It's just the things he's saying are just so whack. I don't know
Saudi Arabia.
I don't know who's telling him to say this stuff.
The lyrics, Roy.
Is Ari telling him, oh yeah, say this? Because that's whack. Oh, your merch sales are going directly to you. Yes. Like every other company that has wrestlers that sell merch, it goes to them. What is he talking about?
Hold on, Double A, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
In the context.
I think me and Daz are on the same page. Why do you keep saying Ari has told him to feed these lions?
No,
why are you saying that? Like, where did you get this?
Ari. No, I
He's
asked
defending.
Ari has. Because Ari is the one, apparently, who wanted McAfee and Jelly Roll to be there. So,
okay, fine, but he might have wanted them to be there, but who put them in these prominent roles? Was that your boy Papa H?
What do you mean?
Or did Ari just say get them on the show?
One who said, innit? We'll see on season 3 of Unreal, innit? We'll see on season 3 of Unreal when Triple H is on and he's like, yeah, it was out of my control. And I had
We've got
already, as I said, sorry, just on that point, just quickly, as me and Daz I was talking about last episode, I even said they're gonna do this whole thing where it's whack no matter what, right? So if the reaction is positive, they'll lean into it. If the reaction is negative, they'll lean into it. And they're already doing that. They're already saying like, oh, I don't know who's told him to say this. Oh, he's rubbed up the wrestlers the wrong way. So they're going to lean into either way.
But the bottom line is...
it's not... Yeah, what?
When SmackDown finishes... SmackDown finishes, whose name comes up as executive produced the show, who wrote the show, at the end of the day, the buck stops with Triple H.
Nah, that's not
as simple as that.
We're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing that because when Vince was there, when Vince was there, while Triple H was there,
the buck stopped with
Triple
Vince.
H was still he was still the COO, but Vince was in the background, and and we heard things like, "Oh,
Correct.
Vince changed it the last 30 seconds before going to air." Vince
now
still changed
is gone.
He's still pulling the strings.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Which one is it?
But Vince is
Either
gone
the
now.
main man is the
So
main
Triple
man,
H...
or there's other people still pulling strings. You can't pick and choose now.
I don't think I agree with that one.
I've got a great point about this. So, who is Ari? He's the head of TKO.
Yeah.
Okay. So TKO don't just own, obviously, WWE. They've got UFC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you think for one single solitary second, Ari can say to... Because Dana White's still the managing whatever. He's still the executive producer. He's the version of Triple H in UFC.
Yeah.
He can't make, I want John Jones and this and that. He goes, no. Dana White said no.
Not. But
I'm not booking it. So why can he tell Triple H what to do?
But it's very different.
But he can't tell Dana. Like,
that's very different.
TKO, the umbrella company, they've got loads of different agencies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're not just going, like, wrestling, do this.
That's very different, though. Like, to book a match on a weekly wrestling show is very different to booking a fight, a UFC. That's very different. You can't just be
but if Ari has power, you say, the stroke, then he could do that, can't he?
No, it's not the same, though.
I think
you can't just be like, these two are fighting, get it done. You just can't do that.
I think Ari's got, obviously, he's got the power, as you say, Dazzler, right? He's got the power and influence, and we know this because
influence.
But we know this because Dwayne Golden Globes Johnson, when he appeared, funny enough, on the Pat McAfee show, explains
he's mentioned it
that
as well.
Ari called me up and said, "Listen, this is the Elimination Chamber. Tickets aren't selling. We need you." So I rocked up with Travis Scott. Fiend.
Backstage.
And then that's it. I was done. I went back to like hosting Moana. So I think there's an element of Ari basically saying, listen, these tickets are not where they need to be because it's all money. Listen, let's chuck in Pat McAfee because we need to solidify this ESPN deal. But then it's up to someone like Triple H and the others to say, right, they've told us we need to do this.
He doesn't have to do it.
But it's
I
up
don't
to
think
them.
so.
But it's up to them to have the creative vision.
Okay.
So clearly, when they say Pat go out and no script, and Pat goes out there and he's talking about the Attitude Era. We're taking Disney back to the Attitude Era, even though Randy was part of the Ruthless Aggression era. I'm tired of seeing these 5'5" guys, 5 for 45 minutes. That doesn't happen in Disney, to be fair. So he's saying all this other stuff. So then, obviously, all Papa H is pivoting, and he's like, right, bang, PG Punk, go out there and salvage this. Cody, go out there, salvage this. So then surely, if you're saying this to your Codys and your PG Punks, why can you not say to Pat and the writers, the creative writers, mate, write something for this guy, because we can't have this guy going out saying to people 25% off your tickets why are you watching this rubbish?
Literally 5 minutes before, he said, the ticket price is this much, you can't afford it. But anyway, 25% off on Saturdays. Wait, what?
But I said this last week. This is part of the plan.
Buy night 2. Don't buy night 2. It's whack. Buy night 1. Buy night 1.
That's part of the plan, though. That's part of the plan.
You sell at your place, Rob. You sell at your place with Daniel Bryan.
They're trying to make it out like he listened to Punk. It was right. Oh, now it's on sale. Bro, they've been doing sales. Like it's not a sit. And it obviously even again.
Sounds like they need the sales for Saturday.
It's about they need sales regardless. But it's. I don't want to say
that's what happens when you put on 3 women's matches on a Saturday, but
it's a good thing.
Wow.
If they discount the tickets, it's seen as good. If they don't discount the tickets, it's whatever, innit? But it's not going to make a difference. Like, do you know what I mean? If you're getting 25% off a 20k ticket, who cares? That's not going to.
So what you're saying is basically, from what I've heard from writers, it's all part of the plan. Just enjoy the show. Basically.
Even if it
just
was
enjoy the show.
They're trying to
enjoy the show.
Like even on commentary, they're saying like,
I
wonder why this happened. I wonder why that.
You got a prominent part in this.
This blah 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 blah. What?
It's mad. And then, no, this is the maddest thing, right? Again, this is the road to Mania. A week to go, right? And I reflect on the manias that we used to see when we were growing up. And you just think, God, it's chaos. I can't wait to tune in. But, Sky box office, right? So tune in 2 weeks before Mania. Truck pulls up. Who's it going to be? Because when the car used to turn up, the limo, the feet will pop up. Yeah. So Truck rocks up. Who's it? It's Pat McAfee. What?
Just so you know, though, me and First Boss's era, we ran Sky box office. It was free on Sky for us. But yeah, that Sky box office, bro. Come on.
Didn't even exist.
But can I just... All right, let me just say my thing about this.
One more. Sorry.
All right, go on.
So then he rocks up, right? He's met by Nick Aldis trying to pacify this guy. Oh, what is going on here? This is getting way too much airtime. And then who did they introduce? Jelly Roll. Listen, this is not new, right? As was said in the previous episode, so tune in if you didn't watch it. Celebrities, you got Muhammad Ali, Mr. T, Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is not new. But this, to me, this is mad. This is wild. Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. We've had this stuff. Snoop Dogg, but not
Johnny Knoxville.
What is wrong with Belly Roll?
What?
So if you have Johnny Knoxville and Grumpy Cat and Jeremy Piven, what's wrong with Belly Roll?
I suppose the two issues I've got with it.
It's not even the caliber of the celebrities, or it's where they are positioned. And
100%.
100%.
Wait, didn't they have Jon Stewart costing Seth Rollins matches back in the day? Like
this is what I'm saying. It's where you have them, and
he was making them lose sustainable or whatever.
Yeah, just
Travis Scott costing Cody.
Matches, cool, but
Travis Scott costing Cody in the Mania last year
people
as well.
That have got 20 years of history together. Like, come on, man. It's not.
Yeah.
And all because sales are fledging, so you're getting tricks. You're trying to, I don't know. Whatever.
Well, what was First Boss going to bring up? Because he's been quiet for 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ryan's been running things.
Yeah, he's going on a rampage. I was just
last week, he's excited.
Yeah, just for because obviously I'm probably the only one on this pod that is actually fully neutral. So I'll give my neutral and balanced point of view. Obviously...
neutral gender, but yeah, go on.
No, I am. And obviously there's a lot of... Actually, do you know what? We've had a few new viewers, so they... Just to let them know. Obviously, I've been watching since '88. That's why they call me the first boss, not the last boss. I'm probably, the most knowledgeable. So what I was going to say,
by the way, in Streets of Rage, the first boss is actually the worst boss in the game. Like, you're the last boss.
It's just ironic.
So basically, you're like the guy who looked like Rose Ramon in Streets of Rage with the waistcoat. But cool, go on. But go on. That's a reference if you know, innit? Go on, sorry, bro.
Technically, in Street Fighter, Balrog is the first boss, yeah?
Yeah, he wants to be Balrog, though, innit? No one ever picked him.
Don't really have bosses in fighting games per se, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, you should do.
All right.
I'm not getting into this.
We're going off topic. I actually like Pat McAfee. I always have.
Yeah.
When he had his fight with Austin Theory, Vince, and all of that sort of stuff. I like him when he comes on the show and he comes out and he's on the he does give energy.
Goes mad.
When he stands up, he's funny, but he has a place in the card. Yeah. I'm glad he's on the card. But
wait,
Double A just said, huh? No, I'm glad he's there.
Okay.
There, but where he's there is not the right place. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't even mind if he aligned himself, but I feel it's too much of an important role. Do you know what I mean? It's too important. You can align yourself with someone and be his lackey, skivvy, mouthpiece, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I feel it's too important.
Did you watch SmackDown first, boss?
Yeah.
It looked like Orton was his heater. Like, he was his henchman.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He took the belt home, and Orton was saying,
yeah,
cool, yeah, you did it, yeah.
Talk for me, but don't make out as if you're his. Yeah, like you said, I'm just a henchman. You're the brains. You're the man. I'm just. That's insane to me.
But his problem makes it quite clear, because if you listen to the words he's saying, I'm here to save the business with Randy. I'm here to save the business. It's wild.
Yeah, him exactly. Not
with Randy. But
I've had to step in because this man needs to save the business. This man right here, he needs It's not that. It's all, and I'm just like, this is a bit mental. Like I said, I think we all said it before. Like, if it was Kevin Owens on the end of the phone, well, we don't know Kevin Owens' health issues. We don't know. Is he coming back? We don't know. We don't know. But I'm sure he could be on a microphone. Surely, it's more believable, right? You can have three of them. You can even have McAfee alongside the three of them. But
McAfee has just done a copy and paste of Zeb Coulter's old fucking promos. You know when he had the Americans and one of them was Swiss, like Claudio. Yeah, like We the People. What was his name back then? Cesaro. He basically said, this country's this, make it great again. Just insert America for fucking WWE. And it's the same promo. And then behind him, you got Orton just crossed his arms like, wait, what? That is Randy Orton. Soon to be 15-time world champion. Yeah, and he doesn't need a mouthpiece. He's never had a mouthpiece.
And that's another thing as well. He added that stipulation, like, bruv, shut up, who cares? What are you doing?
You cared, but you're like, yeah.
No,
that's right.
I bet you want Cody to win.
If you don't win, what do you say? If Randy doesn't become the 15-time world champion, you'll never hear or see from him again. Bro, shut up. Why?
They're trying to get face heat.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Cody.
It's so whack, though. How whack it is. Like, his role in this is just too prominent. It's too prominent.
So cheap.
There's going to be some sort of shenanigan in that match. Yeah, I think
of course,
it's quite obvious to see. Yeah, exactly. It's just who it is, who comes back. I don't know. Who knows?
Imagine, right?
Maybe the brains behind it all isn't him. Maybe it really is the final boss. Who knows? Who knows?
Can you imagine if that is the case? Oh my God! All right, first boss, because you haven't had the opinion on it yet. What did you think of the CM Punk pipe bomb and some of his comments in it? I mean, what? Does he have buck teeth? I didn't get the buck tooth Nepo baby thing. I get Nepo baby, but
what? He's trying too hard now. The pipe bomb was the pipe bomb. The pipe bomb was great for its time. He also had another great, I think Roink loves to bring up the MJF and CM Punk feud, and they had some some zingers in that.
Very authentic.
Now, I feel it's forced. CM Punk, go and hit them with a pipe bomb. Okay, what am I going to write? Because what am I going to say? Because anything you say now, you're going to be hypocritical because you said a lot and you've gone back on a lot. So where are we going with this now?
Dwayne was funny. But I'm sure Roink enjoyed that. Calling a bloated ex-Hollywood movie star, all that crap.
Yeah, but it's funny.
To me now, that's just...
and Reigns did suck in his... Well, he wasn't lying when he said that Reigns was like, what? Talk about your WrestleMania main events. If any one of us sucked in the first 8, we'd be fired. And he got chance after chance after chance because of your daddy is, and you only came in because you had a failed football career.
Yeah.
What was untrue about anything said about Roman Reigns? Apart from, I
but
guess,
But Punk's a bit
wise man.
hypocritical, doesn't he? Because he left because he couldn't get a Mania main event. I mean, he had a match with The Undertaker. Then he goes to UFC, failed in UFC, and then has managed to find his way back into professional wrestling at AEW. Then puts out a tweet to Miz saying, you love your blood-sucking money of Saudi Arabia. Bang.
Hang on. So to the first bit you said, the Saudi Arabia bit, I get.
Yeah.
But what has that got to do with the Roman Reigns promo? What was hypocritical about what he said to Reigns? Like for like.
In the fact,
so
he's saying that Reigns had a failed American football career, and that's how he ended up in wrestling. That's fair. That's fair. But equally, if
but you could say the same about The Rock.
You could say about everyone. What do you mean?
I was going to say.
So when Brock Lesnar left to try and go for the Minnesota Vikings and then came back to wrestling later, does that mean no? It's two different things.
That's
like, he didn't want to be a wrestler. Or maybe he did.
I think
so that bit's not hypocritical at all. But I get the Saudi Arabia stuff, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, same one from Saudi Arabia 10 years ago. Or how long ago was it?
It wasn't 10 years. It was about 3 years ago. Well, probably about 4.
It can't be 3 years. He's been back for like 2 years, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it was about 4 years ago. He's in AEW, and he tweets to me saying, I think he says, suck. Was it
blood-covered Saudi Arabian, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's reformed in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But, but people change, and we've spoken about this in the previous episode. Dollar bills make a motherfucking change.
And it does. And this is the thing. But that's the problem then. That's what makes your pipe bombs.
I would do it. And we all said in that same episode we all would do it.
But that's what makes your pipe bombs. But that's what makes your pipe bombs unauthentic.
But then, just regarding this pipe bomb thing, who is saying it's a pipe bomb? Because I feel like, unfortunately, for CM Punk, it's a blessing and a curse that he is as good as he is on the mic, cutting promos, whatever. Because he's always going to be compared to his best things that he's done before.
And he's got to carry the bulk of the weight as well.
Yeah. Do you think that? Not it's unfair, but every time he speaks, everyone's like, "What?" They're kind of. It's like, is it going to be this? Is it going to be better than that? Is it automatically? So I feel like even if he does say something that is relative, that's sick for now, people will still be like, but he did this better and thinking he said that better because.
But everyone loves it apart from you three.
No, I never.
Everything I've seen, they were like, "Oh, it's great."
No, I never said. No. I don't think everything he's done has been great, but I feel like
I think it's forced.
Probably unfairly judged on his mic work because he is so good at it. And who is calling that?
I'm just saying that.
Who's calling that?
No, hold on.
Because I don't think that was a pipe bomb, but he was just
right. But that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, but so that's what I'm trying to say. If you ask me how his promo was, fine. But if you say how was the pipe bomb. But if you say if you address it as a pipe bomb,
right.
Yeah, but it's only one pipe bomb.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's only one pipe bomb. So how was the promo like? So you're using semantics when you knew exactly what I was saying.
No. Because it's not just you. It's addressed. It's not just that. I'm saying we address these things as a pipe bomb because it's CM Punk. He's off script.
It's not just him. MJF gets it as well. Anyone who does a promo that seems work shoot, they call it pipe bomb now. It's become a bastardization of what it was. Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. So how you describe Punk's one is correct. It's supposed to be an off-script shoot promo, so we're going to judge it that way.
Innit? Yeah.
And that's the way we're going to judge it. And it wasn't. It was just felt forced.
That's what I'm saying, though. But is he unfairly
feelings aren't facts. But yeah, I get that.
I didn't
feel that way.
Perception is often reality. Perception is often reality.
And I perceived it to be sick. The same way I perceived the best match of the week was Kit versus Danhausen. That's best match of the week. Perception is reality. Sick. That match was sick, but yeah.
But because he would say stuff like, for me, like I said, it's almost. I know exactly what's gone on there. I reckon there's an element of Papa H saying to PG Punk, just go out there and just do some work. Do what you do best,
definitely
right?
Never given a script to read off.
But I just think it's a bit random because he said stuff in there, like I said, he talks about Pat McAfee and the ticket prices and this and the other. And I'm like, even of that Roman Reigns and PG Punk build, I'm going to bury you next to your dead dad. You're old. I'm an old man.
Well,
I'm going to powerbomb you.
If you say it like that, though.
I'm going to powerbomb you too.
Exactly.
It's like, So I'm just thinking again. This is like you got one more. This is your penultimate episode before Mania, right? And if I'm a cash, right, which a lot of cash watch around Mania, I'm like, right, is this PG Punk versus Pat McAfee? Or was it PG Punk versus Reigns?
No one in the world
No, they
is
wouldn't
thinking
think
that Punk is facing
No.
McAfee. That's not
So
true.
why is it about Pat McAfee and go home?
He mentioned him for 1
Mind your
minute.
business.
Yeah, exactly.
Sell the
Like, what the hell?
story.
Let's not do
Sell
that.
the story,
Let's
right?
do that.
We are here for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Hang on.
Sell the
Let's
story.
not do that.
Exactly the time he was speaking about Roman Reigns, wasn't he?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you're doing that. Like, he mentioned him in one line, and now it's like, oh, is he fighting Roman? Is he fighting Punk? I get what you're saying, but yeah, no one is thinking that. No one is thinking.
It's even like it's a weird one because even of Cody, the one he did last week when he says, it's kind of like the NWO and the third man being Disco Inferno. I'm like, mate, have you seen the crowd?
Was too sick. But also, keep Disco out your mouth, though.
Disco Inferno,
but the thing is,
like,
have you seen that
they
crowd?
all hate him. They all hate him, though. So
because of his pods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But have you seen the crowd? The crowd don't know who Disco Inferno is.
Yeah, but it's not about that. But it's not about.
Some of the crowd do. I heard some noise.
Some of them do. And it's not about for everyone. Not everyone is going to know every reference or every plug. Do you know what I mean?
Pretty sure people know who Disco is.
I don't know any wrestler that doesn't hate him. And there's so many tweets from Cody, Eddie Kingston. They all just murk him. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah, they hate it. Something about like Big Show farting in Disco Inferno's mouth and him not doing nothing. But it's all mad. It's all mad. Honestly, he gets absolutely murked.
What was that? What was when he farted in his mouth? What, he made him eat a fart? That's brilliant. That's like one of those Scott Steiner pranks. Do you remember the Scott Steiner pranks? Well, sorry, pranks with a rabbit is. And like when they used to put pencils up people's bums as banter. No, that's not a joke. I've never heard that before. Yeah. It's ribbon. It's just ribbon.
Yeah, ribbon. Mr. Perfect was a ribber, but not like, I don't know.
Not sexual
too far, man.
Speaking of celebrities and that, I cannot stand. I love his music, but I can't stand Little Yachty. Get him off the fucking screen.
You know what? It's his voice.
He is the worst, bruv.
What? He whines me.
What?
Why does he sound like a strangled cat? I don't understand.
But hang on, I think he's actually like
that sounds like Elmo.
He's taken Trick Williams's heat away from him. Like, the reactions he gets, and when he's talking, everyone's going crazy. Since Yachty's been there, they're a bit more like.
It's because again, he's too. At least it's like
too involved.
He's too involved, man. Be the hype man.
Yeah.
If he says something to you, cool, but don't be like, it's just too much. You don't need to be getting involved in matches and doing all this weird talking and like trying to bust jokes on the fly. Just
what's that?
Chill, bro. Yeah.
I'm like, mate, what is this, a duet? What? It's almost
Chill
like
out.
every time Trick has like a moment to gasp some air, bang, you look like he's in just to fill it with some sort of random ad-lib. I'm like,
chill, bro.
But that's your company, man. That's your company now, Disney. You know what I mean? All of them.
Bro. Put some bass in your voice.
Sabrina Carpenter, all of them. Yeah.
Don't ad-lib on man's entrance, bro, because unless you got bass in your voice, don't do it. It's just...
the biggest pop on night for me is when he got
if you're talking about face. You're saying no one here is looking forward to IShow Speed making his debut. That's what you lot are saying.
No, I am. No. IShow Speed is sick.
The reason I didn't mention Speed is the exception to the rule because he's an athlete. We know that he's an athlete.
Wait, what do you mean exception to the rule? What's the rule?
As in out of the others we spoke about in terms of pattern.
Oh, okay, cool. Because as a rule, celebrities always
no. But yeah, we know he loves wrestling.
Mayer, the best of all time.
He's an absolute freak athlete. We know he's done the training. He's done the IShow Speed versus whatever the wrestling thing.
The versus things are sick as well. Like I think he's Sprinter.
And he can go. Like he's a cool person in general in like real life. It seems so. People don't mind that. Do you know what I mean? And again, he's not in the main event doing a madness and cutting promos and doing all this stuff. He's literally doing little bits backstage. He's even doing stuff with Danhausen. Do you know what I mean? So he's separate from the.
Yeah, but do you mind it for LA Knight though? Like, because you love LA Knight, so therefore, he's
on the card, isn't it?
He's on the card. Well.
Listen,
that
certain
is
people
brilliant.
can't even get on the card. Former world champ Tiffany ain't even on the card. Yeah, former world champ EO potentially not even on the card. So yes, he may not be in a great spot in terms.
Wait, when were they world champion?
Huh? Tiffany.
Oh, you mean women's world champion?
Yeah.
Career. Because the world champion's a world champion, bro. Yeah.
I would love for LA Knight to be in a higher profile match or whatever, winning gold, whatever it is. Like, no one, as a wrestler.
Yeah, okay, but what room is there? Okay, if I look at the WrestleMania card now.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine that.
What are you taking now?
Right? Are we saying this is why people joke? This is why Powerhouse Hobbs, right, left.
Wait.
Yeah. AEW to go to Disney to be Royce Keys, because he dreamed, right, when he was wrestling in his back garden with mattresses and tables, his dream was one day I'm going to be wrestling in front of 40,000-50,000 people, in front of many people, and live on Netflix, and I'm going to be wrestling against iShow Speed.
No, hang on. So he's gone off on a tangent, bro.
Yeah.
So Double A then. I don't know if you have the card in your head, but who are you taking out to put Tiffany and Io Sky in there? Because it's not Fatu and Drew, it's not Vaquer and Morgan, it's not AJ versus Lynch, it's not Rollins Gunther, it's not Cody Orton, it's not Ober Brock, Cardell Rhea.
Well, hold on.
Zayn Trick.
Hold on, you can't say it's not them. Why is it not them? In your opinion.
Okay, look.
Tiffany and Io, which one are you taking out of that?
Well, are you excited for Drew and Jacob? I'm not. What's the
you
point?
would have Drew and Fatu off that card to add Tiffany.
It wouldn't bother me if they were off, because
but I wasn't asking
I'm
you.
not interested.
But I wasn't asking you. I was asking about who's interested.
You also can't just say you wouldn't, because I'm just saying you can't.
Right, who was I talking to? Because I said he wouldn't. You wouldn't, as in Double A. He wouldn't take anyone out for those two.
Well, he is the advocate for women's wrestling. So again, you can't say. But anyway,
I would take off the women's tag match and get Io, Tiff, and Julia on there. Why not? Triple threat.
It's like for like. Cool. Yeah. But then you
would you take off any men's matches for
Io? No.
And Tiffany.
Don't even try to act like you're thinking. Don't even act like you're thinking, bruv.
No, probably not.
Of course not.
I would.
Which one?
I would.
Oh, which one?
So why would you take off the Drew and Fatu match?
Because I'm doing that story. What's the point in it?
He's being facetious.
What do you mean, what's the point?
Yeah, you were.
As in, don't say, when you say what's the point, do you not understand why they're fighting, or are you saying what's the point?
When whoever wins, and who loses, right? We
all lose.
What is next for either of them? If someone wins or someone loses, what happens next? Does it impact Monday Night Raw the next day or the SmackDown the next week? Does it impact that show?
You can't say that after WrestleMania. You can't say that, because whatever happens in WrestleMania, Monday seems to always be the big reset. Every year that happens.
Right. So when it concludes, so when this Jacob and Drew feud concludes, will you be like a sigh of relief? Okay, cool, that's concluded. Really happy with that story.
Yeah.
Let's move on with these characters.
Yeah,
or will you care either way? Do you care who wins?
I wouldn't say I don't want that on the card.
I don't care who wins now. But I don't care who wins a lot of matches.
You shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't feel that way. You should want a winner and a loser.
Yeah, really? I hear that.
But that's reflective of the WrestleMania card. I mean, AJ and Lee and Becky Lynch. No one cares about that.
No, but it's a title on the line, so you should care.
Mate, why?
You should.
Yeah,
because whoever wins takes that title going forward.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, but okay, if I look at Dynasty,
it's just forces.
So I want Ospreay to beat Mox. I want Andrade to beat Darby.
Yeah, these are all impactful, which will carry on. Yeah,
to beat Omega.
Yeah,
Young Bucks and Okada to take a shitter. Don't care.
No, you should care, because this could impact.
No.
The story. No, it impacts the story.
I know what's going to happen. Young Bucks will just win. It's fine.
No, and then what will happen to the losers? No, what it does, because what will happen to the losers?
Well, they're going to fight each other. We know this.
There you go. So we continue.
Yeah, but we know this. The match doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The match doesn't even have to be on it. No, the match doesn't even have to be there.
For that to continue.
It doesn't matter. But, okay, cool. Don't get your feelings hurt because I don't care about the match. It's fine. You can like the match and I don't have to like it. It's fine.
No,
I can enjoy wrestling the way I want to enjoy it.
You have to. No, you can't. You
have
to enjoy it the way it's written.
You don't.
You do.
This is just a speed bump to get to where we're going. I know what's happening.
This is my point. What I've made on this pod for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying about WWE crowds. You lot don't care.
Jericho,
you lot do your own
Ricochet,
things. You need to be steered in the right direction. You need to be.
Right.
It's interesting because you could even Jay Cargo and Rhea Ripley. What actually happens after that?
What do you mean? What happens?
What happens with Jay?
They move on to the next feud.
What feud?
Get off.
Listen. Okay, what happens after Ricochet and Jericho?
What do you mean?
That's went
What
quiet.
happened?
What?
No, I'm shocked that you're
I'll tell
even
you.
saying that.
Yeah, how
I
dare
can't
you?
believe it.
Jericho's on his road to redemption. His road to
Redemption of what?
redemption. What do you mean? Did you not watch his promo? He says,
No,
listen,
you're just saying ad-libs. You're just saying ad-libs. You're just saying ad-libs,
some
bro.
things worked, some things didn't work.
Oh, well
I signed
done.
a new contract, yeah. This
Taking
is a
him
company that I've
How
been
many
part
decades
of.
to realise that?
No, hang
And
on,
now
hang on.
he's going to bang a match with Ricochet. And now we're going to be like, Jericho. Yeah, this guy is no longer
did you listen to the promo?
the learning tree. This guy is. This is the guy I remember. Yeah.
No, hang on.
Stay
Roy,
away
did you
from
listen to the promo?
Ricochet.
No, he said, I could be in the card, middle of the card, top of the card, I don't care.
Top of the card, I could be first. Yeah.
So where did you get Road to Redemption from in this?
Listen,
Because
Jericho wins, yeah?
People are saying,
then Ricochet does what? Goes to
redemption
ROH.
wanted him
Cool.
out.
Okay, cool.
So now he's saying, I'm back to help the
He goes to
company. I'm a
ROH,
company
right.
man. That's the redemption.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Because he saw what was
See you
happening
on
at Disney.
ROH.
He saw people like Jelly Roll and Royce
See you on
Keys
ROH.
and Pat McAfee and Sabrina
And you have to
Carpenter.
remember,
I don't buy that.
also, it's like when he's fighting Ricochet. You remember how offended Double A was over his tweets and all the whole community
I
getting
wasn't
offended.
offended.
So now,
God.
this,
Yeah.
I wasn't
so when
offended at all.
Jericho beats him, it's like, oh yes, Ricochet's bald and he got beaten, yeah. This is what I'm saying, giving him those feelings. This is what we're doing
And he
for you
goes to
lot.
ROH, yeah? Alright, sick.
Well, but that's what you lot want, so you're getting what you want, innit?
Where? Who's you lot?
The
Who's
people
you
that
lot?
are offended.
Okay. Do you think it's normal for a bald, whatever, 30-year-old man to...
Why you got to say bald? Why is that got to be in there? Like, what's going on there?
If you're listening to the, if you're listening to the, if you listen to this
bald.
episode, Haslo is bald. But yeah, go on.
Don't watch him.
just
We're
saying,
not on Spotify anymore, brother. It's fine. He's getting worked. So like, why have you got to say bald, bro? But yeah.
Oh, just say what Jericho said, didn't it? Anyway, so
With the bald
Ricochet's
fighting.
gonna fade into obscurity. The demand are in no demand, and yeah, okay, great.
How do you hate him like Pat McAfee?
I don't even hate him. I
Wow.
don't even hate him. I'm just using the same energy and rhetoric that was thrown my way. I'm just saying.
So what was the tweet he said that really pissed you off again?
He cussed some 68-year-old woman with
Was
MS.
it about
She's
the
kinda
MS
mad.
guy or something? Or was it something like that?
Yeah, you know, whatever. Apparently, that's normal. in
What
fighting,
upset you? Wait, is he gone again?
What can I say?
Oh, he's Riverside.
Do you know what? He's gone, but he's
can I
probably
say?
talking right now.
Yeah. Wait, were you talking the whole time?
Did it cut out?
Yeah.
You had the
Oh,
sickest
no, I'm
face on
saying
that.
he cussed some 68-year-old woman with MS.
What did she say
And
first?
said that he's glad that you got it and hope you die. I don't know.
Wait, but what did she say?
She
'Cause he wouldn't just attack a random person.
wasn't he?
She said he's
I
bald.
don't- No, that wasn't it.
Oh, I don't know what she said.
Hey, anyway.
So, wait, are you sure this isn't all
Speaking
work?
of,
then? So he picked a random
this is
person.
crazy.
No,
Wait,
it was a reply. She obviously said something. I can't remember what it was. And he just replied and said,
That's mad.
So did they print both sides of the story then?
Of what?
yeah, but what
He
she said was
apologized.
quite
He had to
mild.
apologize, even though
What did she say?
He doubled down like 3 times
remember.
before he apologized. But yeah, it's fine. Whether
Well,
he's
he's a hill, isn't it? He's in character.
no,
Who
he's
cares?
not a heel, bruv. You don't wish.
He's not a hill. Is he not a hill?
Not online. He's not a heel. He's just a loser. Doesn't know how to tweet. That's all.
Oh, wow. It's working.
Wow, there's plenty of people that are losers on Twitter that shouldn't be on Twitter.
Listen,
That's why they don't use
Jericho
it.
is going to save you. This is why I'm saying
It's
that's
all
why
right.
it's important.
Oh, he's going to be
Every
cheering.
punch
that's why I
Jericho
shouldn't use
throws,
it.
you're going to be like,
Hey,
yeah,
before I
thank you,
forget.
Jericho.
It's okay. He's on the list. It's fine.
Before I
Sick.
forget,
Yeah.
Speaking of Ring of Honor, where Ricochet's going to be, you know who was on Ring of Honor?
What? Oaken.
Nah. That's
Alex
poor,
Windsor.
man. You lot are poor.
What?
Nick Wayne, man. Nah, come on, man.
Okay.
You lot are
I thought you were going to do that.
serious
I
about
thought you were going to do that thing from Ready to Rumble. A diamond upside down is a pussy. I thought you were doing that.
So disappointed.
These lot haven't watched that film.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, Roink was 2 when it came out. It's fine. Sick.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Why
It's
would you
good.
do
It's
that?
good. I mean, to be fair, it makes sense. Now we've been doing a lot of Disney, bashing of their build. It makes sense that we talk about what happened at Dynamite because, by God, Kenny Omega is the god of professional wrestling.
Yeah, but even though this will come out after Dynasty. Though,
Yeah, I was going to say.
Of course. But I think any episode where you're not talking about Kenny Omega being the god of professional wrestling is a remiss. And one thing I will say, obviously, you're quite right, this will come out after Dynasty. But
what if his guts explode at Dynasty? Then we're like, bang, we look like idiots.
it will be the most epic finish ever.
Then this bit will be cut. If that happens,
It went over.
no one will see this if this happens.
I know, we're going to sound like Ricochet losers.
Literally.
I'm glad you got it. So,
But one thing I think that we were speaking at before we started recording this episode is they do this vignette on MJF, and I'm sure they'll probably do this vignette probably at Dynasty tonight, and it was about MJF, and you look at this guy and you think, wow. And actually, you made a really good point before we started filming this episode, Dazzler, about you look at his 4-year meteoric rise. Really, with MJF, that's where he's really excelled. I know the company's been going for 7 years, and you compare that, say, to Cody, and it's not even in comparison.
it's
really.
apples to oranges, like, because when Cody came in, he wasn't at the top, whatever, but his story seems to be quite stagnated. Like, it's not stagnating, but yes, he won the Rumble twice in a row. He's done all this great stuff, but MJF's top run has just been so much more interesting. There's more peaks and valleys, and even like, I don't like Hangman, but the WWE top guys, they're guys like Roman Reigns and had a great run, but it just seemed quite samey. But when Hangman's got the belt or he's chasing the title, there's a lot of dips and valleys and different types of feuds and different types of stuff. I feel like WWE does rinse and repeat. Sorry, to take the point.
On your point about Hangman, are you saying when Hangman was champ, it wasn't, because obviously we know you're the resident Hangman hater.
Yeah, standard.
You didn't like his run as champ. His run chasing the title was better, you would say, yeah?
Yeah, but I didn't like it anyway because, I mean, I'm just taking objectively. I can see why people would like it. Because, like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm just talking, not just having the belt, AEW top person.
Yeah.
Their storylines over a 4-year period are much more diverse and interesting than take any WWE top level superstar in a 4-year period, because I feel like it's sort of the same stuff all the time. Like, I don't feel there's much character changing. Like, they are what they are, and unless they turn heel or face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you?
Yeah.
I don't think it's hard to say because I couldn't tell you. But do you? I guess the only kind of comparison is Roman. Obviously, he was the heel run when he was champ for however long.
But he was just quite the same.
Highs,
it was good.
But yeah, it was same. It had some highs and definitely had lows. But I get what you're saying with MJF. Do you think part of that is also to do because he is a heel, like a super heel, and he leans into the he's not even a grey area. He's definitely a heel, but obviously he's still very liked. So do you think, again, we spoke about this last week, WWE seems to have an issue or doesn't want to make someone their top guy that is grey.
I would argue Roman Reigns was for about a year and a half to 2 years.
Grey?
Oh, people putting the ones up every week.
Yeah, he was great.
I feel like,
and they weren't really booing him that much.
He got to that a bit more, a lot in part due to the bloodline stuff, and with Sammy and Sammy kind of trying to, being not the comic relief, but being like the comedic part of that story. It kind of not softened him, but people were like, okay, yeah, we can kind of like Roman, even though he's a psychopath. He was still a psychopath.
I suppose to your
he was not narcissist.
Yeah. I suppose to your point in Double A, right? When you talk about MJF being this super heel, Roman Reigns being a bit grey, and you're going back to Daz's point with some of the other top guys, Swerve is very grey. You've got a lot of grey.
But Swerve's a great example of him being, since he's been a top level person, all his feuds have been either super violent, or it's about technicality, or it's about title shot, it's about getting revenge, it's about EVP. There's a lot of different nuances they put in. Not even nuances, 100%. Just straight up different storylines.
Yeah. Even Omega. There was a time when he was the belt collector, he was a super heel. Then all of a sudden he's morphed into this babyface. But he's just being himself, really.
So much has changed in 4 years. Jericho. How much has changed for Cody in 4 years? Jericho, yeah.
When he was Le Champion, oh my days. I loved every minute of it. But it was insane. It was mad.
I suppose,
to my point,
first boss has popped a boner.
There's a lot of characters you just mentioned there. AEW, obviously, and obviously just the Reigns being grey over Disney. So I wonder, someone like Cody, who, we're talking about people who, whether it's a work or a shoot, they come across as authentic. And I feel with Cody... Sorry?
He's authentic.
You think Cody's authentic?
I don't think, like, all his interviews I've heard of him, I think he has become Cody Rhodes and Cody Rhodes is him. Like, that is him.
Like, right, so you're saying it's like Terry Bollea is like Hulk Hogan.
No, I'm not joking, brother. I ain't joking.
No. Yeah. He's exactly the way he wears the suit.
It's true.
I'm not saying you don't, but like just the way he just changed. Like you said, he's become that persona. Hence why he needs to go He needs to go full
It's not
Homelander
going to happen.
and believe his own
Not gonna
hype.
happen, man.
And
Did anyone
he needs to
listen
happen,
to
unfortunately.
Chris Van Velt when he was on it few weeks back or a month
No,
ago?
is that when he was saying
And he was-
about?
And he
his
said
kid?
he asked him a question, like he was talking about his old interview with him, because I haven't heard that one, but he asked him a question. He said it perplexed me a bit. He said, am I talking to Cody Rhodes, the character or the person? And he was like,
he said they're the same.
he was like, wait, no, he said, well, I think you're talking to me. I don't know. Like he said, the more he thinks about it, he's like, he thought about it for time, went, I don't know. Like he is just Cody Rhodes, the character, so much. He said the only time he's himself with his family. That's it. So I think he's kind of authentic. That's what he is.
He definitely is. I feel
on
he
all
does that
bollocks.
sometimes in his promos, and it's also why he can't. Not that he can't. As much as people want him to be heel, turn heel, he will lean into he might get a bit aggressive and a bit loud during promos, and he might hit you with a chair a couple times, but he won't ever commit to being a heel. I just don't think we're ever going to get that. I don't think we're ever.
Maybe.
I just think for him, going to Daz's point where he talks about MJF, and he's an MJF's example. You could talk about Swerve, you could talk about Hangman. There's loads of different characters out there, even Reigns to an extent. And you just wonder with Cody.
Mox as well. If you take Mox's 4 years, Jesus God.
Yeah, Mox. Yeah, crikey. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
If you any of their top level people, if you take their 4 years, and there's so many differences, and he's not there yet, but I take your
I
time.
was going to say,
but
yeah,
it's
not,
he hasn't.
That's not the same.
That's true.
But I suppose with Cody, I wonder if he was in AEW, I think he would have got the same stuff. And I think the trouble with him,
he was a different character, though.
It becomes stale.
No, I don't think he was. He was the same character in AEW.
He is
walking around.
He's
his
exactly
suit,
the same
with his TNT title.
Yeah,
no, wasn't he a tweener? When I watched it, he was a tweener.
Very tween.
He was not a tweener.
Crowd,
he wanted to be a face. The crowd just booed him.
Yeah,
the crowd booed him, and he refused to turn.
And I think
he dropped a pipe bomb on the ladder.
But this is the point, and I think this is the point. I think you can get away with this. You can get away with that sort of character with Disney because that feeds the fandom. It sells
the machines.
Yeah, it feels machine. In AEW, it just doesn't come across as authentic. And I think
that's what we've said for years. Right?
Yeah,
like WWE or Disney is for just whatever. It's just like, how can I put it? I don't know. It's just for like a USC fan or whatever. Or like you watch the product. If you watch AEW, it's like I watch Bellator, I watch PFL. There's loads of little other MMA places which other people don't watch. And if you like some pure artistry, you watch a pure kickboxing match or pure Brazilian jiu-jitsu match. If you're a real wrestling fan, as in you love the art of wrestling, you watch AEW and you watch all wrestling. But if you just want to be entertained by some colourful characters you like, then you watch WWE.
Like a vampire curse.
Casual viewing, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, casual viewing, or you could be deep balls deep in WWE, but you won't like AEW, or you won't appreciate AEW because let's say Kyle O'Reilly's fighting Roderick Strong, and they have a match of the night. We'd love it, but they'll be like, oh, there's two guys in pants.
Got 5 guys.
Yeah, they'll be like 2 guys in pants doing like Mexican surfboards. Are like, okay, but where's the splash? Where's the top rope? Where's this? Where's that? Like, I'm not being facetious, but you know what I mean, isn't it? It's a different type of wrestling.
Speaking of Kyle's, sorry, before I forget, Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, is that real?
Unfortunately injured, yeah? He's had to relinquish the TNT title.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad.
I thought that was for the number 1 contender.
No. He's had to relinquish it, yeah.
So whoever wins the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, carry on.
Do you think, I don't know what the injury is, I haven't looked into anything, I don't know how long he's going to be out for, but do you think it's time for him to move up from that, or is it a thing that he comes back and then it's like, okay, I'm going to go for the TNT title again and be the... No,
I think it's time to move up.
Just go straight up now. They need some fresh blood at the top. Yeah. They don't need it, but I would like some fresh blood at the top.
Yeah, he comes back and gets introduced as an absolute beast machine when he comes back.
Hang on. What injury do we think he has, or do we know? And how long's he out?
I'm not sure. They didn't say.
It's several months. No, Tony Khan said it's several months. He said several months.
The perfect thing would be then, obviously fancy booking and it never comes true, but would be somehow now you manoeuvre Ospreay to get in the belt and then Kyle Fletcher comes back to challenge him. And that will be... It'll have all this history, the story, all this stuff, and that'd be perfect.
There's a lot.
And it'll be believable because he beat him in. What did he beat him when he done the brain bust?
Suplex him on the turnbuckle.
So it wouldn't be crazy if he beats Ospreay for the belt and then people will accept it, even though they do anyway.
There's a lot, mate. There's so much, and this is the beauty of AEW, because even you've got Callum Newman, who's a New Japan World Champion.
Ban Callum Newman, but carry on.
Nah, well, I don't know if you noticed when they did the entrance of United Kingdom, and Callum was looking at him. He's like, "Listen, I'm the leader of United Kingdom, mate.
Stop saying United Kingdom, bruv. United Empire.
And Ospreay,
United Empire. I was gonna say.
I know. He said
Ospreay,
I let him go on the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, and Ospreay has said he wants to do a couple more matches in Japan this year.
Yeah, but Callum Newman, though, come on, bro. That is how you know it.
Wait, are you?
That's how New Japan's gone down.
Any of his fights? I know. Like, are you saying you're not a fan, no?
Nah, bro. Like, this is a bit like it's just showing what New Japan's like now. Like, I'm not saying Wrestle Kingdom isn't good. It's something to watch, but it's going down the pecking order where it's like I'd rather watch the TNA card than that. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's mad.
Mad. No, it's kind of true. It's kind of like I knew something was happening when David Finlay took over Bullet Club, and then Mox went over there it was at the triple threat match. You had Mox, Ospreay, and David Finlay. I went, what do you mean he's winning it? But cool, fair enough. And I know it's just New Japan now. It's just what they're doing. And now Callum Newman, obviously, who did he win it off? Like, I can never pronounce it. TSU. Sushi. How'd you say his name? Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Yota.
Yeah, they call him Yota, but it's like he only had it for he didn't have it for long.
Yeah.
And then Callum Newman, he just looks bait. He's getting better now. He used to be a fake Ospreay. He basically done all Ospreay's moves, but not as good. But now he's doing more like. Yeah, but you can't pick new moves, though.
Ever, you reckon it was a thing where they're not shocked, but they just kind of wanted to... I don't know,
possibly, but it's not like... that being your top guy isn't really looking good for the company, in my opinion. I don't know. You could prove me wrong, but allow it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Does he look like a champ to you? First boss, did you watch Dynamite? And when Callum Newman came out, did you think, yeah, this looks like a top guy?
No, I mean, like I said, no. If we're being honest, no. But that's a lot of the times and this is a great thing. It's like being introduced to different companies and stuff because I don't know anything about him, so it's good to, you know what I mean. Like even when I knew a little bit more about Jay White, but I didn't know too much about him, if you know what I mean. But he had the look, I suppose. But I didn't know him when they introduced him as like Jay White's this serious guy, champion from New Japan. I didn't know him then either properly.
Well, to be honest. Tim, mutual friend, was telling me about watch that. You know, he showed me a lot of New Japan rubbish. He was like my sensei. When Jay White became serious in New Japan, he didn't look great. He didn't have to go to. He looked whack, but he was so good in the ring. But I don't know. But then he got the leather jacket and he started getting the knife out and he called himself Switchblade. I'm like, okay. The gimmick seemed good. You can't just put on Ospreay's robe and go, like you're not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like it does seem like you're wearing daddy's pants. You're wearing a daddy suit. It's like that's how it seems.
Cosplaying. Yeah, you're cosplaying.
Yes, thank you. That's what it seemed like cosplay. Jay White looked serious when he was like he left Chaos or whatever the group's called, turned to them to go Bullet Club as their leader, and he was in the sick promos. And you're like, okay, cool.
It'll be good. Listen, it'll be good to watch Joe. Hopefully, he'll come back from injury. And just on that point, you know, that's the good thing about AEW because they do introduce you to people who think, I'm not too sure about this guy. I've never really heard of him. And then you realise, right, this guy's decent. So I suppose this is where I flip over to Royce Keys, really. This is someone that debuted Royal Rumble Saudi Arabia. And it's been 68 days. And this guy debuts on SmackDown. And I'll say two things on this. That Royal Rumble debut was clearly an FU to AEW. We got the powerhouse of... Yes, it was. The powerhouse of staff without Royce Keys. Why I say it. And then it was like, now what? What do we do with this guy? I don't know what we're going to do with him. What's his name?
I've never known someone to be so upset when a wrestler...
Imagine debuting someone at a Royal Rumble and not use him for 68 days. The last time I knew...
He was on Superstars. It's fine.
Would you prefer
exactly. And the last person I know to debut at Royal Rumble, right, that was a big deal, right, was AJ Styles, right? And this guy was at Mania against Nakamura. But going back to Royce Keys,
he wasn't the last person to debut,
so, well, as decent, I can remember, really. Anyway, so this guy ends up, right, on SmackDown. And
what about
comes out... Yeah. But he comes out, right? He comes out on SmackDown, right? He comes out on SmackDown, no pop. And he has this match against this
There was a
guy.
pop. There was a
Whatever.
pop.
Hey, man,
No pop. Mid. It was
It,
mid.
it was down the road from us. What are you talking about?
And he does
Don't
the
lie.
bait. He does the bait Arn Anderson Spinebuster, and he picks up the win against
bait
some
now,
nobody.
Is
He
it
used to
bait
love
now?
that Spinebuster.
I don't know
And
why
then-
he's trying it, Look,
And then he gets
Roy.
interviewed. He gets interviewed at the back, right? And he's like, "I'm here in front of
Loved it in
the
AEW.
Bay
Don't try it.
Area." That's cheap
Yeah,
pop
where he's
again.
from.
What is going on?
No,
Where
hang
I'm
on.
from? I'm
Wait,
gonna
you're
take
missing.
it worldwide. And I'm like,
Roy, you're missing his new catchphrase. He said it about 4 times. Just I.
Yeah.
Did you hear him?
yeah.
Look, and on his tongue,
I don't know why they're trying to force that.
This guy, if this guy's not on the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, I'll be very disappointed.
He'll win it. He'll win it.
I will say
He could
this,
win it.
yeah,
He
just
could
trying
win it.
Right? Yeah, and to be fair, that's not a bad thing. Like,
That's a good
not bad.
starting point.
Only 2 people that have won that have gone on to not do anything. So that's not. But anyway,
Wait,
I don't
who's
know
that?
why. I need to just call out your hypocrisy though.
There's
What
loads of
happened
people.
is-
Oh God, sir.
Oh,
Go
right.
on. On it.
I don't
In
know why
the blue
you guys
corner.
tried it about bait Spinebuster when this guy would lose his mind every week. Yeah, on when he's doing this in AEW. Listen, there's
What?
bare messages.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen,
Yeah, about his Spinebuster. So now apparently,
You're
now
referring to
apparently
Roy's
right.
Keys.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
Power
that's
Pop.
his kids.
Keys.
Listen,
That's
you can't
bait.
cuss man for using his kids' names. Yeah.
Did I just see him use the Spinebuster?
I'm not gonna allow you to try to slander man for using his kids' names. Like, what the hell?
There's no plan for that guy. There's no
Listen,
plan.
and are you gonna say, yeah? Took 68 days for him to debut. Okay, cool. Would you prefer? In fact, I'm not saying would you prefer. You would have said the same. You would have cussed either way. If he was chucked straight in there into the shuffle doing nothing, you'd have been like, oh, he's just doing this on main event. Oh, he's not even doing anything. Who's he fighting? These jobbers. A waste of time. He left AEW.
But he has been.
Being a tag team champion in AEW to do this and fighting Humberto on Monday Night Raw in a 2-minute squash match. Is that what he left AEW for? You cut the same way. So
I'm making that into a short, by the way. That rant was sick.
I don't see the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see the difference. Like
That impression was fucking spot on.
And on that note, before we wrap this up, let's just do for the record, because it's always good to get things down on record. Let's just quickly run through the Mania card predictions and done.
Sorry, just before we just index just a couple things, if I may. With this Andre the Giant Battle Royale, we had Cesaro as the first winner.
Yeah, go on.
He did the right thing.
Yeah, he went.
No, he didn't.
He did the right thing and ended up in AEW. Big Show.
Oh, straight after it, yeah. Okay.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Mojo Rawley.
Had a run.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy didn't do nothing.
Braun Strowman.
Baron Corbin had a good run after that.
After they won this event,
Big
Show was already. Big Show didn't go anything after.
Corbin got
Baron
a push.
Corbin went broke.
Yeah, he got a push. That was over. It was over.
He-
You don't have to like it. I'm talking about they got pushes.
Mojo.
That's the whole point of it, right? Is to get a push.
Mojo Rawley.
Yeah,
He did nothing.
He got a weird push. No,
He
got
did
a weird
nothing
push.
now, did
The
he?
Yeet Man. The Yeet Man.
Got a push. Yeah. Go on.
Matt
Hardy's the
Cat.
only one.
Mad Cat Moss.
Yeah, I think them two were the only ones. Oh no, he did get a push at one point. He got a little bit of a push. He did not. Remember, he started like dating. What's her name? Or he was getting close. He did get a push. I'm not saying go on to become the greatest ever, but you get a push.
Levels are too much.
Yeah, elevated a bit.
This
Matt
troll is
Hardy's
sick.
the only one, I think.
And then obviously you've got Carmelo Hayes, who's not even on the Mania card this year. But anyway, sorry,
Yeah, he got a
first
push.
boss.
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
Wow, I didn't know you were such a madcap. And
So you're saying if Royce Keys is in there and wins it, all I'm saying is he will get a push. That's all.
okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't know
yeah,
why.
we'll get,
I don't know
push
why
that
he's
door
trying
in
to
2 years.
He knows. He knows.
Let's just go night one. Just the winners, please. Got it here.
I can
No,
get
I've got
it
it.
up.
I've
2
got it
seconds. I got it.
No,
I got it here. So.
Right, night
Okay.
one.
Pause.
Jacob Fatu and Drew.
Jacob has to be.
Jacob.
I think Jacob's got to. Shame for Drew.
But Drew can bounce back.
I mean,
you know, it's fine. I think
Well, he
Drew's
can't.
pretty.
I
He
think
can't.
Drew's
He's done now. He's done. Once
Drew's
he
a
leaves,
company
he's
man.
done.
He's
I
done.
don't want to see him
He
top
only had the
level
belt
ever again.
like 3 weeks ago. How can you say he's done?
he's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
done.
Nah, he's done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's done. He's done.
Okay, cool.
They've
Yeah,
met.
it's a
They've
definition.
met. Anyway, I said I don't want to get into
Man
this.
lost the
Yeah,
belt.
we're not gonna.
Lost
We're
the
gonna
belt
look.
for
We're
Pat
gonna go
McAfee
into
to
a
steal
rant.
it. But
Come
go
on,
on.
next.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Next one.
you man think fucking Ospreay was like a dominant champion and New Japan, he had it for like 3 weeks.
There's
What would
no
you mean?
point. There's no
But go
point.
on.
Revisionist
He's
history.
done in the NJP.
Division versus Usos and LA Knight.
I don't know, but it has
Celebrities
to be Usos
involved.
LA.
Yeah.
Celebrities involved, isn't it? So
No,
I'm
do you
going
know
Vision.
what? I could see the Vision
So-
winning that.
Nah, they'll lose it, man.
Well,
so
that's the
they
thing.
can
They
get
have to. On one hand, division, they're going to look whack.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah,
I-
Speed will get
yeah.
pinned, innit? They'll blame it on Speed, so it's fine.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. LA Knight and the Usos.
LA Knight.
What do you reckon?
No, Division. We're winning.
You think division?
And LA Knight's getting pinned.
Yeah.
Oh, what a match! I don't know.
Triple
I
H,
could
Papa
see-
H, he knows what he's doing, mate.
Because I can see Jay, obviously, they're doing this whole, and Jimmy sort of character development.
He's
So I think
changing.
so I could see them being the cause of the loss, and then LA Knight eating the pin. But they need to sort of,
Yeah.
you can't have, because the Vision
No,
are tag team
it has to be Jimmy.
Yeah, the Vision are the tag team titles, champions, and they need to
Exactly. Keep them strong. They'll win.
they need to keep
Right,
the
we don't
Vision
need a
strong.
breakdown.
Keep them strong without
100%.
winning
Yeah.
very easily.
Yeah, keep going.
Pause.
Dazzler, I can answer this one first. The Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way.
Who's in it again?
Nia and Lash, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, and Lyra Valkyria. No one asked you.
This guy's a troll.
And Bailey.
Don't care. I guess the women's
I don't
division,
care
you can't predict it, to be honest. Like, I'm not even being facetious. It's like any one of them could win it, to be honest.
I know you
I
don't
don't
care,
care
but
about
But I
just
would
pick a winner.
assume, I would think that Elizabeth Forces should win, just to make them dominant at least. Dominant.
I agree.
I could,
Bailey and Lyra.
I'd pick them as well, yeah.
Bailey
I
and
could
Lyra.
see. I
To
could.
keep the belt for at least
No
6
thanks.
months or to a year, just to make it a thing.
Yeah, go
I
Make it
could-
There you go.
prestigious.
And just
I'd
keep
bet-
rotating the challenges. Simple.
But
I
I bet they
just
will.
don't want to see the Bellas win it. I don't want the Bellas.
Are the
to win it.
Bellas?
That'll
Are the
do my
Bellas in the
head
Hall of Fame?
Yeah, really.
Are they?
All I want from that match is just to hear, "Oh," that's my favourite bit of all the matches. You know, when she goes Bree mode, it's too sick. And the crowd doesn't pop, and it starts doing Daniel Bryan's moves.
They're
I
not
love
getting
that.
no pop, man.
I love that, but God,
I could see the Bellas
I don't
winning.
want to.
I could see the Bellas winning.
We'll keep the roll. We'll keep the theme going with another title match: AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch all day. She can't lose 3 in a row, 4 in a row, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I
She's
also
humbled her
agree
at
with that.
times.
Has
Yeah,
AJ,
exactly.
really quick question, has AJ even done like promos for this?
Oh
Done
yeah,
it?
yeah, loads of interviews and like
Yeah, man.
face-to-face shit. Yeah, they've done loads. Yeah.
They've not been
Oh,
great.
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, sick.
Also, Seth Rollins versus Gunther, which has been obviously shoehorned in. But do you care about a winner? Do you want a winner? Do we care?
It'll be a good match.
It's a weird one, actually. Just on that point, if I may, I appreciate we're supposed to be flying through this.
Yeah, but-
No. But bear in mind, we've lost 15 minutes anyway, so we're actually not that far over. But yeah,
True. So, rumour and innuendo was that Gunther was supposed to have a match against Ray, and Ray just pops out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, bang, like Seth Rollins, like literally just dropping the clutches, and now he's in the Intercontinental Ladder match.
I didn't even talk about that. I almost threw my remote at the TV when he came out for that. And as soon as he came out, I went, "Don't you fucking dare!" I thought he was gonna go like, "Penta, oh, como estás? Oh, my friend, hombre. I thought he was gonna be like, "Yeah, cool. I wish you all the best." But I went, "Don't you fucking do it!" And then he put his little short ass in in that match, fuming to me.
Yeah.
Why is he there?
To that when we get to that match, but
But okay, so
Gunther
just on that
versus
point,
Seth, please.
so going back to Gunther, so you got to remember last year, viewers and watchers, if you watched the episode 2 episodes ago, we talk about Mania 41.
I just wanted a winner.
Gunther, no, but hang on. Gunther lost to Jay.
Context.
Yeah, Gunther lost to Jay, right?
Yes.
And since then, he's beat Cena, he's beat Goldberg.
Retired
Who else did he
Cena,
retire?
retired
AJ.
Goldberg, retired
all of that
AJ.
stuff,
Go on,
right?
Tell me he's fallen from grace. Go on.
So you can't have him lose to Seth
You can.
at
Well,
Mania.
we don't know. We'll see what happens in it. Don't know.
Well, Seth is doing all them promos.
He might be
about-
in cahoots with Heyman trying to. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah,
So I think
I think Gunther
Rollins.
goes over. I think Gunther.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd pick
interesting.
Gunther.
See, this is
I'd
it.
pick that as well.
So 50-50 matches all over the cards. Sick.
I think Gunther has to
What
go
a
over.
WrestleMania! Wow, 50-50. You're showing me now 50-50s all over the gap. I love this.
Sick build. Yeah,
then we move on to your world title match: Stephanie Vaquer versus
World title.
Liv.
No, world title's on night 2.
Morgan. No, your world title championship match.
No, the world title
Stephanie
is
Vaquer
2.
versus
the
Liv
women's world
Morgan.
title. Sorry, go on.
Well,
you have to qualify
world
it.
title.
No, you have to qualify it. Women's world title. It's the women's world title. But yeah,
I picked Liv.
50-50, 50-50. Oh, 50-50 matches everywhere. Sick. I think Morgan's going to win.
Raquel might interfere, potentially cost Liv. Actually, yeah, no, she needs a title shot though, so Liv might win, but Raquel, I don't know.
Well, Raquel might think, oh, you stole my title shot, because you know how
she might try.
Raquel was feuding with Vaquer, and then Liv comes back and goes, oh, it's my title shot.
Yeah, but then what does that do going forward? She costs her the title, and then what? Them two feud.
Oh, so many different branches. Stories. I don't know.
Maybe she helps her, and then she's like, well, I'm next or something. But, yeah.
I was going to say, she'd probably help her and then slam her down, Alabama slam or whatever she does. And
she does a tahina bomb.
Okay.
Big sexy, big mummy cool.
Yeah,
see, it's going to be a 50-50 match again. That's it.
I think Liv will probably win that.
All right, cool. No monologue. You just
strong.
said Liv. That's it. Finally, night 1, the main event: Cody versus Pat McAfee. Who do we think is going to win?
Pat McAfee, obviously.
It's got to be Pat. It's got to be Pat.
Pat's not leaving. There you go.
Yeah, exactly that. Right, night 2, the Intercontinental title match, as you said, which is full of, Penta, Ray. Who's the other one?
Okay,
Rusev.
Oh, Rusev.
Dragon Lee and JD McDonough.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, it's not going to be Rusev.
And Javon, bro. What the flip, bro?
Oh, you didn't say Javon?
No.
He did that on purpose.
Did you?
Yeah,
I
he said that.
I did.
I think Penta retains.
I think Penta could retain. I mean, it's one of them ones, if they want to keep him serious, and put some prestige back in the IC again, he should retain. But
absolutely should.
I could see a Javon if you're gonna, let's say Trick Willie wins the US.
Nah, he's giving me Ricochet vibes, Javon, mate.
But this is their opportunity not to do it.
In Disney, by the way.
Not
in Disney.
No.
But Rusev is a no for sure.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I've got a bad feeling in my stomach. It could be Ray. Well, after the NXT I saw the other day, look, usually what I don't want to happen, we'll fight him for it.
Yeah, and then there'll be a Dominic Mysterio title versus retirement match or whatever it is, and then he will retire Ray. I think Ray was talking about he wanted him to retire.
Sorry, there's a reason they shoehorned him in this match. There's a reason. Because why is he there?
It could be, you know. No, it could be. And then he drops it to Dominic and
you're
right.
If you paid attention to SmackDown when they was Raw, they kept talking about he's the greatest ladder match practitioner in the WWE of all time. I was thinking, is he? I remember one.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even remotely close.
So they kept saying
they
that.
They just want us to exactly. They're trying to neuralize, put that in our head. That's all it is.
Okay, cool. RVD was better than them, so shut your fucking mouth. But yeah, so it could be. But
that's poor.
Do you know what, if I had to predict it, I would say Ray, actually.
You persuaded me. I said Penta, but you're right. I think you persuaded me. I think it could be Ray. It could be
God.
Ray.
Yeah, fuck.
But okay, then that leads on to the other Mysterio, that's Dominic versus Finn.
Well, Finn, isn't it? It's got to be.
You'd like to think so.
A classic redemption story.
Because Dominic losing doesn't do anything. It doesn't hurt him at all.
If you put that around and then getting beat, then he's just worthless.
Yeah,
he's useless to the company.
It's a bit poor. They're announcing he's going to be. They've really diluted that Demon King stuff. But anyway, yeah.
Demon King.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, we'll discuss that in the review as to whether it worked or not next week. Sami Zayn. Listen, I got dinner. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams.
Trick
all day, but it's WWE, isn't it? Who knows?
Nah, Sami's got to go.
I would say. You think Sami has to go, another 50-50. WrestleMania is too much. Yeah. Okay, all these 50-50 matches.
I think if Sami goes over, it whacks the heat on him.
What was the point in putting him in the? What was the point of the title on him? Just to lose it?
So he can lose it against his arch rival.
Just let Carmelo lose it.
But then he can
because they knew.
No, because now Sami will lose it.
Sami will take the heat. So he would be the heel.
It makes Trick the ultimate babyface if he loses that Mania.
And they're not gonna. I guess they're not gonna do.
But he's not the ultimate babyface.
Trick Mello again just yet. So I don't know.
Well, because I did say Mello was like whatever happens after WrestleMania, I'm coming for that belt. So if it's you, let's see what happens. So it could be those two, but then Melo would have to go Hill, wouldn't he? I don't know. We don't have to.
Well, there you go. Oba
Stories.
versus Lesnar.
Come on.
I think that's Oba, isn't it? All over the card. Can't see any
I
other.
think Brock. Another 50-50. So.
I think over.
Yeah, of course it's over.
Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley.
Rhea.
It's got to be Rhea. It's got to be.
No, but
The experiment's over. The experiment's
No, but it should be Jade if they're... Look, Rhea won't be hurt by the loss, but...
No, she will.
I kind of agree with Ron. If she loses, like...
It's done.
Convincingly, in a 5-minute match like Ron thinks is going to be, then her cachet's gone, isn't it?
It's done.
Yeah.
Has she lost? Oh, she's lost clean before anyway, hasn't she? Yeah, it'd be Rhea.
Yeah,
she'll come back.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
It's literally got to be.
It doesn't really matter in the female division.
Possible interference from Bianca, something like that. Exactly, yeah. There could be shenanigans and things like that. And then that'll lead to that.
Maybe not even interference, but maybe comes back after if she retains.
Maybe she keeps it and then Bianca fights at SummerSlam.
No, but what I'm saying is
That's
you have
too long.
the baddies. If you've got the baddies constly interfering...
Don't call those two bad.
I'm saying
she asked for that.
Bianca's
And
hits and...
Yeah, but baddies mean... Like,
no,
same
she
thing.
She asked to have them and they said no, I'm not doing that.
What do you mean?
She actually asked to have like a baddie section. They're like, no, I'm not doing it.
A baddie section?
Yeah, you know, like she had in AEW.
She asked for it and they said no.
Yeah, and they were like, no.
Yeah, but you can't just... Don't they... Isn't that organic? Like the Cesaro section. Don't fans just bring them the cards up?
No, but I'm saying like she wanted to have like a group of baddies like she had in AEW. And like, but they weren't. They were like, no.
Like a section in the crowd and stuff.
The section in the crowd and a group, like, but they were like, no. I don't know why, but they said no.
Because they realised we weren't working there.
Because they don't exactly. It's just because they're taking the title off her. So what's the point? It's not a point investing money in that, in my opinion. And then you got the main event: Old Man versus whatever.
Yeah, Bucktooth Nipper, baby.
Yeah, there you go. So CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Do you know what?
PG Punk.
I don't know. I think Punk.
I don't know actually. I don't know.
Some
I don't know what Roman's plans are. There's going to be
PG
shenanigans galore. There's going to be interference. There's going to be run-ins. But I don't know what Roman's plans are. After. Is there a point in putting the belt on him?
Are we saying it's another 50-50 then?
No, we're saying I don't think they know in terms of like.
So are you saying
shoehorn
Punk?
Roman into a title?
I think PG Punk.
But is he going to be around?
So you're saying Punk's going to win then? First boss.
If I don't know the plans for Roman is what I'm saying because I don't know.
No, we don't have plans for anyone.
Will enlighten me.
No. We don't have plans for anyone. We're just predicting.
I do. I know the plans that LA Knight will be in catering week after week. I'm saying I don't know what the plans are.
What the hell is going on?
He's pivoting. He's doing a Pat McAfee of this pod. He's just going like, yeah.
By the way, if you are watching and listening to this, you get 25%.
Fine, I'm picking Roman.
There you go, cool.
Roman.
There you go.
Done.
And then I'm picking Punk, so another 50-50. What a card.
I'm literally picking Punk. These scores, and we're going to go over it next week.
Sick, on it. And if Ray wins, that's 10 bonus points. Because that's out left field.
Right, please, can you see us out, right? Because we've gone on long enough.
Right.
Well, you know.
Thank you for listening, watching. This is another Grapple Gurus episode where we have dissected one of the most fantastic builds to wrestle. Wait, hang on, sorry. Cut. Next, let's try that again. Thanks.
Oh, by the way, unreal. We had 3 takes at the intro, but yeah.
We have actually dissected one of the worst builds of WrestleMania history. But it's been interesting because obviously we've got Dynasty to look forward to. And if you're watching now, it was going to be, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best pay-per-views ever. But you know you're listening to Roink, the Clown, my company, alongside Tony. It's been a pleasure. And I'm going to hand over to the NXT fanboy himself, standing whatever, deliver, double A.
Don't pretend like you don't know the title of every NXT pay-per-view.
No, I don't.
Right. Stand and deliver. Yeah, I'm an NXT fanboy. It's sick. It's a sick show. It's a fun show. Bare wrestling every week. Bare promos. Bare development.
Yeah, 5 for 5 guys. Yeah. And and then just need to wake up the first boss because he's fallen asleep because we said a lot of Disney there.
I don't think that was falling asleep, but yeah.
No, he was just doing the CM Punk pose, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
Anyway, yeah, thank you for listening. As I said, try and get a little bonus
Man wrapped him up.
Dynasty review out. Try it. I also wanted to talk about the Tony Khan interview that he did recently with Coach and Russo, which was really good. But hopefully we'll get an episode out, and then next week, WrestleMania.
And also goodbye from Dazzler. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dazzler.
On that note,
Well, we all hope you enjoyed the show.
Enjoy the show. Nice one. Cheers.